So if you guys are fans of this channel, you guys already know that I've made a bunch of mock drafts and I've talked about a lot of the prospects in the 2020 NBA draft, and normally I say that if I had the number 1 overall pick, I'd easily take LaMelo Ball. But I mentioned this player last year. Hitting in at number 2, I got it going to Anthony Edwards. He's going to Georgia, and for him, it was kind of a toss-up between him and the person that I have number 3. I just think that we're gonna be seeing him a lot more than number 3 and maybe even number 4. So that would allow scouts and fans to really be on board with drafting him. For him, it's really just his athleticism and his size. His height goes, he's 6'5", but he's 215 pounds and coming out of high school. And I think players like 3 and 4 maybe have more potential, but I think that he's gonna be a highlight factory his freshman year and his only year in college. So that's who I got going number 2. And it just turns out that people are really starting to catch notice of Anthony Edwards, and now he's the only player that if I could not take Melo, and maybe if Melo was still on the board, Anthony Edwards might just be a prospect that many of these teams just can't pass up. So let's talk about it. Alright, so what is good, YouTube? It's your boy LegendaryEA. We are back here for another video, and today we're going to be talking about Anthony Edwards. So obviously on most mock drafts, Anthony Edwards, they got him going number 1. At minimum, they got him going number 3. He's a top 3 rated draft prospect. It took a lot of basketball fans to really know about him. Like, I did make a mock draft last year, so it really kind of shocked me that a lot of people never even heard of him until the midpoint of the season when he was like the 2nd rated player in the class. But regardless, he's a 6'5" shooting guard, 225 pounds, out of Georgia. The dude decided to stay home, and that's what all the real hoopers are doing now. They're not going to UK, Duke. They are staying home. And this past season, he averaged 19 points, nearly 3 assists, 5 rebounds, about 1 steal, and he shot around 40% from the field. And those numbers might not sound that crazy, but for a college athlete, those are actually really, really good. That's why on a lot of mock drafts, and including like the Golden State Warriors, they're probably going to take him if they have the number 1 overall pick. And that's because he's so versatile. Out of all of the NBA prospects, I do think that currently he's probably the most ready. The second most ready prospect I'd probably assume is probably Cole Anthony, because he actually has a really decent IQ. But as far as the physicals, Anthony Edwards is by far the most ready. So far, he's drawn comparisons to Dwayne Wade and Donovan Mitchell, and like I said, he's a combo guard with elite athleticism. If there's somebody recently that I can compare him to, it's definitely Donovan Mitchell. Somebody who's super bouncy, somebody who loves to score the ball, somebody that can fit in on virtually any team. The same strengths and weaknesses. Of course, Edwards is slightly taller and he's a bigger guard, but defensively he could show some rooms of improvement. Same thing with his playmaking. They aren't bad, but they definitely can improve, and his shot as well can definitely improve. But this man is a bona fide baller, and I can understand why the Warriors would actually consider taking him. I mean, Melo is primarily a ball handler. They haven't really considered trying him out as shooting guard almost anywhere else. Maybe only his like sophomore year at Chino with Lonzo. But other than that, he's been a primary ball handler, and that's the same thing with Anthony Edwards. However, I do think that Edwards does have more potential off ball. Like I said, Melo is somebody that he's literally looking to do something with the ball every single play, whether it's to score, whether it's to playmake, and you can really say that playmaking is LaMelo's best attribute. But whenever it comes to Anthony Edwards, it's his scoring, and that's something that the Warriors really, really like. They want somebody who's able to score the ball at an extreme rate, as well as somebody with great potential defensively. So that's why I'm saying that don't be surprised if they take him with the number 1 overall pick, or if he goes number 1 to any team, because he's really versatile. Like I said, he could definitely improve as a playmaker, but he's still solid. Same thing on defense. Obviously, he can improve his free throw, and these are all of the things that I think could actually, work out for him. And these are all things that I do believe that he could easily improve on. But like I said, he's already really good. He's a bigger guard. Like he outmuscles any of them. And the one thing that I continue to say that he is currently the most ready prospect out of all of these guys. But as usual with all of these videos, I really just want to start a dialogue. I really want to hear what you guys think about Anthony Edwards, how good you guys think he's in the B. I think that he is a bona fide baller. I think any team that he plays on, he's gonna fit well in, especially immediately. I'm not like long term. I still think that he can be a really solid player, maybe even a star player. But right off the gate, I definitely think that his rookie season he'll be impactful on almost any team that he's on, just because he has really great fundamentals, really great intangibles, and he's really athletic as well. Block shots, great rebounder, and I'm pretty sure that he can keep up with the Warriors' pace, and he's a competitor. And that's something that is really great, because a lot of the players on the Warriors, I know this is going to sound something that Colin Cowherd would probably say, but it's really true. I do value players that don't normally go to those superpower teams like those Dukes or like those Kentuckys. Somebody who stayed home, played at Georgia. Georgia, let's be real, is more known for their football team than their basketball team. And even though they weren't the greatest team in the SEC, he solidified himself as a top 3 pick. And that's something that you can never look down upon. Regardless, he has an insane upside, just like LaMelo and just like so many guys in this class. Like, I really think that this class is gonna be very balanced. Like, we're gonna look back at this draft class the same way that we look back at 2017 and say, yo, wow, that's a really solid draft class. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about Anthony Edwards in the comment section below. Is he gonna be the #1 overall pick? Which team is he going to? And let me know who you guys want me to talk about next. I've done one about Denny, Melo. I did Melo's like a year ago. I actually might make an updated version of that. I've talked about Obi Toppin a little bit, and I probably will do one with James Wiseman, Cole Anthony, and some other top prospects soon. But let me know what you guys want to see. We're grinding here, daily uploads. That's the move. But I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace, y'all.